Imagine walking the foggy streets of Victorian London, where a series of brutal and gruesome murders sends a wave of terror through the city's East End. This is the story of Jack the Ripper, one of history's most infamous serial killers, who remains unidentified to this day. The Ripper's reign of terror in 1888 has spawned countless theories, suspects, and an enduring enigma that continues to captivate the public's imagination. The story begins in the Whitechapel district of London, a densely populated and impoverished area. Between August and November 1888, 5 women were brutally murdered: Marion Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, and Mary Jane Kelly. These murders, known as the Canonical Five, are widely attributed to Jack the Ripper due to the similarities in the modus operandi. The victims were all prostitutes, and their bodies were mutilated in a manner that suggested the killer had some anatomical knowledge. Marion Nichols, also known as Polly, was the first victim. She was found on August 31, 1888, her throat slashed and her abdomen viciously mutilated. Just over a week later, on September 8, Annie Chapman was discovered with similar injuries, her uterus removed. The brutality of the murders and the apparent surgical skill displayed by the killer sent shockwaves through the community and caught the attention of the media. The murders of Elizabeth Stride and Catherine Eddowes on the night of September 30, 1888, further intensified the panic. Stride's body was found with her throat cut, but without the extensive mutilations seen in the other victims, leading some to speculate that the killer was interrupted. Less than an hour later, Eddowes was found with her throat cut and her abdomen opened, her kidney and part of her uterus removed. The proximity of the murders and the increasing savagery suggested that the Ripper was becoming more daring and confident. The final victim, Mary Jane Kelly, was found on November 9, 1888. Her murder was the most gruesome, with her body mutilated beyond recognition. The scene was so horrific that even seasoned detectives were shocked. Kelly's death marked the end of the Ripper's killing spree, at least as far as the Canonical Five are concerned. However, the mystery was far from over. Jack the Ripper taunted the police and the public with a series of letters, some of which were signed Jack the Ripper. The most famous of these is the Dear Boss letter, received by the Central News Agency on September 27, 1888. In it, the writer claimed responsibility for the murders and promised to continue the killing spree. The letter was signed with the now infamous moniker, Jack the Ripper. Another letter, known as the From Hell letter, was received by George Lusk, the head of the Whitechapel Vigilance Committee, along with half of a human kidney. The writer claimed to have eaten the other half, further fueling the public's fear and fascination. The investigation into the Ripper murders was extensive, involving multiple police forces and a wide range of suspects. Over the years, more than 100 individuals have been proposed as potential suspects, but none have been definitively proven to be the killer. Some of the most notable suspects include Montague John Drute, a barrister who committed suicide shortly after the last murder, Aaron Kosminski, a Polish barber with a history of mental illness, and Francis Tumblety, an American quack doctor with a known hatred of women. Despite the extensive investigation and numerous theories, the identity of Jack the Ripper remains a mystery. The case has been the subject of numerous books, films, and documentaries, each proposing different theories and suspects. Some believe that the Ripper was a member of the upper class, possibly even a doctor or a member of the royal family, while others suggest that he was a local resident of Whitechapel with a deep-seated hatred of women. In recent years, advancements in forensic science have brought new hope to solving the case. DNA analysis of the letters and other evidence has been attempted, but the results have been inconclusive. The passage of time and the lack of preserved evidence have made it difficult to apply modern techniques to the case. Jack the Ripper's legacy continues to endure, not only as a symbol of the dark and dangerous streets of Victorian London but also as a testament to the enduring fascination with unsolved mysteries. The Ripper's story is a chilling reminder of the capacity for human brutality and the limitations of law enforcement in the face of a cunning and ruthless killer. Whether he was a disturbed individual or a member of the elite, the true identity of Jack the Ripper remains one of the most tantalizing mysteries in criminal history. In our next video, we'll delve into the baffling disappearance of Malaysia Airlines flight MH370, a modern mystery that has left the world searching for answers. Stay tuned as we explore the theories, the investigation, and the ongoing search for this missing aircraft. Don't miss it!